My beef is being called racist.
The reform policy collapsed within about an hour of being announced, didn't it? Because it was based on sand, figures that had been denied by the people who produced them. The Centre for Policy Studies disavowed the very basis of the entire policy. And look, if you're going to be serious about being a governing party and running this great country, you can't build it on sand. Policy has to be robust and stand up to scrutiny of the public and journalists and the rest. And that, the centrepiece of Nigel's policy collapsed within an hour.
Paul, tell me the difference between your...
It did though.
Tell me the difference. I've asked you a question. You've just come from party conference.
I have.
Right. You obviously know your ILR policy very well. What is the difference between yours and ours?
Well, I would say, A, it's we're in government and we're actually doing it.
Is that why it's not racist?
And B, it's part of a wider panoply of policies on immigration.
So why is yours
we need
not
managed,
racist?
Fair immigration.
So it's exactly the same.
And we need to stop the boats and we need to shut the hotels. And those are the things that we're doing in government, as opposed to a policy you announced in a press conference which absolutely disintegrated under the first.
So you obviously don't. Let me school you on the difference, shall I, Paul? Because the difference between
I'm always willing to listen to other views. And if you have some insight to share, I'm more than happy to hear it.
It's not insight. It's been all over the press. If you just bother to read your indefinite leave to remain policy, is that certain people, if you were promised indefinite leave to remain after 5 years, that's going to change if you don't meet certain criteria. No criminal record, speak English, and some kind of elusive community...
What's wrong with that? That sounds like a good policy.
I'm just telling you the policy, because are you going to interrupt everything I say, or are you going to let me speak?
Right, hang on, don't be rude to each other, by the way, because we don't do rude...
Yeah, I'm outlining your policy
debate
and our policy, right? So if they don't meet those policies after 5 years, those requirements, it moves to 10 years. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
that not... Hang on. And what happens if they don't meet it after 10 years? Are they kicked out?
Well, I don't know.
Well, exactly.
But your beef is with the people being...
My beef is being called racist.
No,
are you, Labour, calling us racist while quietly putting out the exact same policy?
Well, the policy is saying...
You don't even know the difference. You can't tell me why your ILR is racist and why ours isn't. Can you tell me one thing that makes us racist?
The policy is about being able to speak English, being integrated in society and doing community work. So now, who disagrees with that?
Your whole party does, because when we brought it out, you said it was racist. You even said it was on that basis, it was on the basis of our policy that Keir Starmer called us racist. You just said it.